that's not Bokeem.
That looks like a lot of people.
Dude, that's Bokeem.
It's not Bokeem.
Okay.
It's like if Bokeem and Chappelle had a kid.
Bokeem is, you never seen Bokeem and Chappelle in the same room, though.
No, you don't. It's true.
Okay, yeah, I just picked a random. There's so many visuals.
Is she from Roseanne?
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Go back.
Sandra Bernhard,
Sorry,
yeah.
Jordan, go
Yeah,
back.
and that's Jennifer Lopez, right?
No.
Ooh,
She's a mayor.
Okay, look, I don't know. Okay,
From a
listen, I'm not in the union, so guys, this is on you guys.
All right.
Who's in the union?
I'm a scab.
I'm in like all the unions.
He's in the union.
You're in all the unions, and I honestly I feel like we're doing scab work right now.
Nah,
We're not scabbing.
We're not promoting anyone who's like part of those. Like if I was here and I was like, hey y'all, my man Bob Iger, he's in the back right now. If you could just like go buy some shit from him, like then it would be like we're scab. But I don't think this is.
Can you do a movie right now?
No. Can you? No.
No, you can't.
I don't think you can.
If you're in Canada, if you're in ACTRA, you can. But also even like with SAG, like they're finding loopholes. So like if you're doing something, this is the fucked up part though. If you're doing something that is for an independent film, even if they might sell it to one of those people later, they'll let you make the film if it's truly independent.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of waivers right now.
Okay. So
it's like a strike? Question mark.
And then Jordan. Yeah. Do you have some files on this? So let me ask you this: what are the actors, for people listening? What are the actors demanding, or versus the writers demanding?
Yeah, so I'm part of the WGA and the Writers Guild of Canada, and I'm part of SAG a little bit. I'm in a little bit in all the things.
You're him.
I'm doing all the things.
You're him for real. You're that nigga for real. Go
yeah. So writers, what we're looking for is ways for the producers to stop taking advantage of like what they're doing is they're like, oh, write more in less time, and then also don't come to set so that we can save money on different things. So there's a lot of like trying to like squeeze budgets, and it's leading to things where like back in the day you could get on a TV show, you'd make some money over 6-7 months, and that'll take care of you for like the next like year while you're waiting for more work to come through. Now it's like you work like 3 months, you're on a hit show, you don't get enough money, and then you're like, there are people who are like, I was driving Lyft like later that year because I couldn't afford to take care of my rent and stuff. And that's because they're just squeezing how much time you have to do the work. And then they're not letting you kind of like follow that stuff through on set. And so what they're saying is like, give us like minimum so that we have a minimum number of writers doing a show, depending on how many episodes you want, and minimum number of weeks so we have time to actually make the show good. And then on top of that, there's AI stuff coming through where they're like, hey, we're not gonna use AI, but yeah, we know they're gonna use AI. When I was on strike in 2007, the situation was, yo, give us some of this internet money that's coming through because we feel like that's gonna be a thing. All the producers were like, internet? Why do you want money from the internet? It's YouTube? Why do you want pennies? Shut up. That's what they said to us. And then after the strike, and then they're like, Netflix is streaming, Disney is streaming, Hulu is streaming. We're like, we fucking knew it. They're like, yeah, you got us. And it was like, so now it's like the AI thing is on the cusp. And we're like, no, this doesn't feel right. They're like, come on, why would we use a computer? We don't have any algorithms. This is not what we do. We're friends. This is how you treat a friend? That's what they're doing. They're just like lying to us about shit. So we're just gonna hold fast and hopefully we'll get to a place where they are gonna just accept that we have to get like a better deal before we move forward. Because we just wanna make it so that we can make a living. This has been Serious Time with Dino.
That was fantastic, man. Shit, yep. I go, yep.
Yeah.
So while they're squeezing the writers and the actors, the execs, are they taking a pay cut?
No. Did you see those notes where they're like, how many?
Hit it.
Oh, see? Oh, fuck. Oh, so you got it.
Yeah.
This motherfucker especially.
Right. Oh, yeah. So that's Bob Iger said. So Bob Iger says that the actors are not being realistic.
Okay.
While he's getting to the fucking bag.
Okay, just so you know, this nigga showed up like they had they had someone else doing the job at Disney. He left because he was like, you know what, I'm going to retire, we'll go off into the thing, and you guys do what you're doing. And then, I forget his name, the guy was at Disney, he was fucking up real bad. It was just they were losing money left, right, and center. He came back for like a month and a half, and he made like $20 million in like a month and a half of work, something like that. It was like...
Right.
So
I like his
this
quote.
is not the guy.
I like his quote, too. He goes, it's very disturbing to me that they that they need to make a living wage.
That was...
This disturbs me. That's spooky.
It's
That's
villain.
spooky. This guy's killed people.
It's villain shit.
There's no way he hasn't have bodies on him. That's crazy to say that. So I saw Barry Diller. He said the top actors and the top actors and the execs both need to take a pay cut.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Is that just cap? Is he spreading? Is he saying? Is that a scapegoat or playing middle ground? Or
I believe he believes that, but like if you look at someone like The Rock,
Yeah.
for instance, right? Like when you go to see a movie with The Rock in it, you're not thinking to yourself, oh man, I can't wait to see Bob Iger's name at the end of that movie. Like you're going to see The Rock. You're going to see the people who are in the film. That's who you're going to see. So why would you give them a pay cut if they're the ones who are bringing in the cash?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that doesn't make any
Let me ask you this.
sense.
So a producer, an artist, a creator does a deal with Netflix. They announce it, $100 million deal. Does any of that money get busted down to or is that all that one creator's money?
It all depends. So sometimes that creator will like that $100 million. It goes against production. So it's like a lot of that money is like being used to produce the shows, and sometimes it's just literally just a paycheck, and it just goes to the creator. So yeah, it just kind of really depends how much sway that person has. So like if it's like Shonda or if it's like Ryan Murphy or one of them, they're gonna get that paycheck, and then on top of that they'll get money to make their shows.
Last question is this. So I know this is going to be a back and forth for a while. This comedian who's has a independent following, Andrew Scholes. He said something interesting to me, but I don't know shit. But he said the
I have it here. Do you want me to read it out?
Yeah, read it out.
So SAG and the WGA may have absolutely screwed themselves in their industry by fighting for key metrics on what actual streaming viewership is. If these companies don't have the numbers of viewers that they suggest they do, then admitting to this would tank their stock and guarantee that thousands of writers and actors never get the chance to ever see their dimming spotlight. If these actors and directors strike is successful by making streamers release their viewership, the strike will essentially force streamers to hire less actors and directors, so they're striking for themselves out of work.
Well, yeah, what is it? That's his theory.
Yeah.
Is that cap? Is that misinformed?
I mean, it's one way of looking at it, but at the same time, these streamers, these production companies have been saying the opposite for the last few years. Every time they have a shareholders meeting, they walk out like, look at all the billions of dollars we make. Like they're just shaking their ass and stuff, and it's like, well, if you have all this money, like why aren't you sharing it? So like they're the ones who are telling us that they're doing all this amazing stuff, and they're telling their shareholders, which a lot of writers and actors are shareholders in these meetings, so they get the documents. So if they're not going to be
he's actually that's almost saying like it's a shell game or it's a sham. Like the numbers are so inflated, and that if they really reveal them, then they'll have to not pay or they'll show that they don't have any money and no one's watching.
But if that's the case, wouldn't they just be like, oh shit, let's keep them quiet. Here's some money. Don't worry about AI. Let's just keep fooling everybody.
Right.
That would be the smart play to me if you're worried about that shit. But then
Okay. Hey man, we chopped it up.
No one listening to me.
They are now. The tens of followers that we have. Woo! Yeah, brother. Do the Lord's work, brother.
Bro,
and
this
also
was started so toxic, and then it turned into an actual panel. Yeah. That was crazy. Dude, I felt like a Democrat at a science convention.
There's a method to night talk, man. There's a method.
Dude.